Hello guys, it's me, Gico, and welcome to my channel. For you to start this video, it's gonna be very dramatic. It's called me expressing my emotion, how I feel after watching Endgame, like 2 times. Again, I haven't seen a movie watching it 2 times in theater in so long, like long time ago until like now, because why not, and life is too short. And yeah, so this video will be containing spoilers, so if you haven't seen Endgame yet, give yourself a favor and go watch that freaking movie. I mean, I recommend watching that movie if you see like at least almost all of the MCU movies, or at least watch Civil War, Infinity War, and then watch Endgame. If you want to do it the quick way, yeah. Again, it's just up to you. But I would recommend watching at least almost all of the MCU. It's your choice. It's your Endgame. So go, yeah. And I'll hope to see you back here. So anyway, now, it's not really kind of like a review, but so Endgame was a pretty good film, a pretty good one. It's very epic, especially the last final. Like, this movie has so much emotion. I'm gonna make this video very short because the movie is very very long. So this video, yeah. So watching a movie, there's just so many emotions. Like it's like me experiencing my mood swings, like sad, laugh, happy, going through grief. So at this moment right now, actually for the second time, I'm experiencing grief right now because of Iron Man dying. And it's like seeing your father passed away on screen, even though it's just a fictional character, but it just hits me very hard. And yeah, I guess like watching old movie of Iron Man, which I recently did. Like, I watched Iron Man movie for the first time, and yeah, just watching it just made me feel a lot more sad because what happened to him after the movie. And I'm just like, it's very painful. Like, the pain is I'm not really like a very big fan of like the MCU. I like it. Like, I'm a fan of it. I'm not like a really big Marvel fan. And it's just, yeah, and it's just broke my heart, especially Black Widow's like death. And I didn't see that coming. Like, I was very surprised that she sacrificed herself. Again, it makes sense for story-wise, like why she would do that. But again, like, oh, I wish she was in the end scene battle, but she gotta do what she gotta do. And it's just very, again, it's not as sad compared to Iron Man, but again, it's just like, wow, it's lots of people say, oh, they're very angry, or like mostly angry, like why would she do that? But for me, I just find it, oh, it is so sad. It's like very tragic, but at least she did something that's good for the family, because she mentions like she doesn't have any like real family. Her own family's the Avengers. And yeah, like, yeah. And then what gave me chills at the end scene battle is when all of the victims, all of the superheroes that have been snapped, like came to save to save Thanos from inventing thingy. Yeah. Yeah. And it gave me chills. Like, once Black Panther like arrived there, I was like, oh my god, this is actually legit happening. Like, this is legit happening. It's the moment we'd all been waiting for ever since the movie all started. And I think, yeah, I guess it's like a perfect like moment, perfect climactic moment and stuff. I feel like filming it would be a lot more challenging. Again, it's fun, like doing those types of scenes, I'm assuming, but it just sounds so much work, so much long hours, and it's very cool and very memorable to see in the film. And yeah, and the marketing of this movie is just, to me, just very overwhelming. It's like every time I go on social media, all they all talk about is Endgame. Again, it depends who you follow on social media. Like, I used to be not really into Marvel movies until like after I watched Wonder Woman. I was like, you know what, I want to watch Infinity War, but I decided not to watch. I decided to watch like the Avengers movie, and then I got myself into it. It's like going deep down into the rabbit hole, and it's just, wow, this is what did I get myself into? And at this moment right now, I'm struggling getting that out of the rabbit hole. With Iron Man's death really truly affect me. He's one of my favorite heroes, and it's very again, the bright side is I'm happy that at least he got his happily ever after. At least he has his family before he passed away. And yeah, it's just, again, like, I'm satisfied it's just then not Captain America. Not just I have a, not just I found like of course all of the heroes are attractive. It's just that Captain America's like, it's like basically Superman of the Marvel universe and stuff. And it's just wow. And he didn't die, he got retired, so like, but like, I was like, oh, that's so cute that he finally got his dance with Peggy, like Carter. Yeah, Peggy Carter and stuff. And it's just wow. It's very sad for his character. And yeah, and for this time traveling wise, I didn't know they're really gonna legit do it, because I know I heard some like fan theories about time traveling. I was very surprised they are like legit doing it, like they're doing the time traveling. And the time traveling story, it makes sense, but there's some elements that's again a little bit confusing for me, especially with the Infinity Stones. Like Daddy, for example, like at the beginning, I don't know why Thanos didn't get burned when he got on Infinity Stones. I guess this depends on the gauntlet, but it's just, again, it's very confusing, but it's a very complex storyline. Again, it makes sense at certain part. There's just some little, yeah. And what disappointed me in the movie is Captain Marvel. Like, I love Captain Marvel. I watched the thing, and I was very surprised that they could have done so much with that character. Especially, she would be very useful for the time traveling sequence. Like, she can help the Avengers. At least she was in the film for certain parts. She's like, just shows up and then leaves because she's very powerful hero. And I just wish that she would be in the movie a lot more. But again, like, at least I would be very disappointed if she wasn't in the final battle, but I'm glad she is. I was like waiting for, okay, where's Captain Marvel? Everyone's like, where's just Captain Marvel? And I was very satisfied to see her on screen. Like, yes, finally. And her new haircut, I didn't really like it at first, but I started getting used to it now. At first, like, oh, she looks like pink, like a very tomboy-ish. I see that coming, like, they're gonna do it, but I really like her. I think she looks good. It's just my personal opinion. I think she looks good with the blonde, like, long hair, the one they did on the, like, yeah, like after the, yeah, when she came back on the first part of the movie. And yeah, I really, as I watch back of the Endgame, I really like how there's some like foreshadowing of like Iron Man possibly dying, because at the beginning he looks very sick where I thought he's actually gonna die, but he didn't. But he got better. It's there's so many foreshadowing of him passing away. And yeah, I really like, it's very nostalgic for them to go back in time to revisit the first Avengers movie where it all began. And it's just very amazing and stuff. And I really love, of course, the girl power moment. And again, I really want to see a girl's version of an Avenger. I know there's a comic book about the girl's Avenger. I would love to see it. All of the Avengers. It just reminds me of the Disney Princess in the Wreck-It Ralph 2 thingy. Again, I'm still waiting for Disney to hopefully do a Disney Princess movie, because I feel like it would be good for lots of money, and lots of the fans love them in the Wreck-It Ralph, so like, why not do it? And I don't know, it depends on Disney, but I think all the fans would love to see a Disney Princess crossover movie and stuff, and it'll make lots of money. But I don't know if it'll do well with Creative. I just know it'll make lots of money, because yeah. And yeah, I really love that one. And yeah, I think I feel a lot more better now talking about it on the camera and expressing my feelings with Endgame. I'm gonna put this online, and I feel relief. I think I'm gonna put this one text. Yeah, and hope you survived with this not very long video, since all of the freaking spoiler videos are like an hour. It's like watching a movie without peeing and stuff. And yeah, I really like the movie. It's obviously one of my favorite MCU movies, but I think I personally like, I was gonna say Infinity War, like, of course, but like also like Endgame too. Again, it depends on my mood, what I'm feeling and stuff. And yeah, it just depends on my feeling. But at the moment, when I think about it, I like Infinity War, because I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, once Thanos passed away at the beginning, I was like, well, what now? What are you gonna do? And Dorada is the hero. So yeah, hope you guys let me know in the comments below if you do like Endgame and stuff, and if you're going through that grieving as much. I think some MCU fans are going through the grief too as well with Iron Man dying. I'm glad that Captain America didn't die, it's Iron Man instead. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give a very big thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you on my next video, whenever it's gonna be. Okay, bye!